Hello and welcome, dear Capricorns. Thank you so much for joining me for your monthly Zodiac wheel reading for July 2021. So I'll just focus here for you, Capricorns, and ask, Great Spirit, Angel and Guides, thank you for joining us for this reading for Capricorns and for sharing any messages that come through for Capricorns for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. Go. So let's put that there. First up, Queen of Swords in the first quadrant, Page of Cups and Nine of Cups. Lovely, really nice start there to your spread. Now the Queen of Swords came up in reverse, so that's about looking for a new relationship for some of you Capricorns, or reigniting some passion in a relationship. It's also about receiving advice, or maybe even seeing a counsellor to release something from the past, or taking some sort of counsel in connection with something from the past. Interestingly enough. Now this is a air sign energy, Aquarius, Gemini or Libra. Then you have here in the area of your self-worth, a Page of Cups representing a message of love, new adventures, karmic experience, romantic message, or a message to do with the social outing. And that is in the area of where you find your day-to-day activities and your self-worth. And it's going to fulfill a wish, because the message is connected to the communication that you're having, because this Nine of Cups is in the communication area. So Nine of Cups is a wish fulfilled. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it and you don't want to lose any of your, or misuse any of your wishes. So this is in the area connected to brothers and sisters, your mental activity, short distance journey, your car, mode of transport, and this area of the third house governs trades, journalism, the youth in your life, speeches and education. Okay, now with this being a wish card, it is letting you know that what you wish for can materialize. And you never give up on your search for inner happiness, and that dreams are coming true. You've got emotional fulfillment with the Nine of Cups there. The next three are to do with your home, your children and your work, and work colleagues, and your health and well-being. So you have the Tower here in your home and family area. So the Tower is a message to you of forging a new path on new bedrock. There may be some sort of upheaval or something unexpected, so that you're feeling like you're out of the comfort zone that you're usually in, but it is forging a new path. So if you have been experiencing some sort of instability in your life, this is letting you know that you're abandoning any unstable lifestyles. So you're getting rid of anything that isn't keeping you on a stable footing in your home, to do with your family. Often when the Tower appears here, it is representing renovations. So that's tearing down the old to rebuild the new, which is the message of the Tower. Then in your area of children and the area that pertains to your pleasures in life, you've got the Hangman. The Hangman is always carrying a lesson, and the lesson is that you control something by letting go of being in control. So it's a message to you that you don't always have to be in control of everything. Okay, you can sometimes just let somebody else take the reins. So maybe it's connected to you with your children, knowing that, you know, they've grown a bit more, you have to give them a bit more freedom, and you've got to relinquish a bit of control over them, depending on what age your children are at, because this area does pertain to children. But it's also to do with a sport that you might be involved in, or some sort of social group, because this is one of the socializing areas. But the Hangman is making adjustments to what is not working for you anymore, so that you can experience the initiation, okay? And making willing sacrifices too. You might have to sacrifice something as well. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is reversed, but it's still arrived in your spread. So there is something turning for the better, okay? Even though it may not be unfolding exactly how you would have liked, but just keep the faith that the universe has a different plan for you, and don't press your luck. In the area of your health and well-being, your working life, and connected to your working conditions, as well as it also is the area connected to your health and well-being. Queen of Wands is here, and she is a fire sign energy. She represents the Aries, Sagittarius and Leo energies, and Leo energy is very strong this month here through July, the second half of July in particular. And she's fallen here in the area of partnerships, business partnerships, marriage partnerships, and she gives that area of your life a creative spark and the desire and passion to live life to the fullest. So really wanting to experience as much as you can through your partnerships. Nine of Wands is letting you know that some obstacles that you may have had in your way are being removed, and you're overcoming those obstacles through drive and determination. You're not putting up with any nonsense, and you're close to winning. Okay, so whatever it is that you've been pursuing, you could actually win through here in July, which is wonderful news for you Capricorns. In the area of joint resources, inheritances, this governs taxes and legacies, regeneration, renewal and beginnings and endings. Something has to end in order for something new to begin. So if you're wanting something new to open up in your life, this is Nine of Wands is letting you know that you've, by overcoming all these obstacles, you've got to accept that there's certain areas of your life that are coming to an end, so that the new can now come through, that you actually want to come through. But when it comes through, people often don't want the changes to come. They want things to stay the same. But if you're wanting a fresh slate or a new beginning, things can't stay the same, otherwise it can't be a new beginning. Six of Cups is reversed. It's come out reversed. So this is about living in the now, not looking back, and healing from past childhood traumas or upsets. So that's always good news, to know that you're really forging ahead with healing from anything that has been holding you back. So you're certainly overcoming your obstacles. Okay, so it's due to this higher learning and understanding that you've been undertaking, to do with your philosophy, your perspective, and that new perspective is going to propel you forward faster than what you think, by embracing a new perspective on things. And it will take you to a situation where you're earning more money, or you're able to generate more money. The Nine of Pentacles is about dedication and persistence, and it's here in the zenith of the wheel, in the career area, your reputation and social status. And you could be enjoying your wealth and health, and you may well be in solitude doing that, but you're enjoying it and attracting a good, healthy lifestyle, which can bring excellent results for you physically, mentally, and spiritually. So this is also about success being yours, and having a green thumb, enjoying nature a bit more. It's an earthy card. The Pentacles are earthy types of things, like gardening and plants, going out and getting in nature and hugging trees and getting the energy out of plants and talking to the plants and that kind of thing, which is all very healthy activities to undertake. Now you've got the Knight of Wands here in the area of your hopes and wishes and your long-term goals and objectives, another future area. And the Knight of Wands is about adventure and excitement and change. So things are changing. It does represent movement. It can be an actual move of house, or it could be just that you're traveling or going on a vacation. But the Knight of Wands is also about soul searching, and others could find you hard to pin down, so you could find yourself quite busy, and people are trying to get in touch with you, because this is a social area of the wheel. This is about your group activities and your friendships as well. And then you've got the Chariot as your final card. So that's success, that's triumph. It's also about choice and having two different directions to choose from. And it's also to do with vehicles. I often find the Chariot is connected to your car or some form of transport. It might be a motorbike, whatever it is that you travel on. But this is about success with that too. Okay, so you could be thinking here through July at looking at maybe purchasing a new car. Now it may not be a brand new car, but it's a new car to you. And being happy with what you working towards to achieve that goal. So even though you're only thinking about it because it's here in the 12th house, you could very well get your wish with this Nine of Cups. So this success and triumph with what you're trying to put into place here through July. So that's looking very nice for you there. Now I'll just give everything a cleanse with my Heavenly Lift mist that I've put together. If you're interested in purchasing some of my mist sprays, or this is actually a amethyst infused coconut oil, sandalwood, essential oil blend that is really good for protection and keeping some harmony, and it's got a lovely bamboo lid there. And these are some of the products that I also have available. If you would like to know more about it, just send me a message through the details I've left below, or you can ask me about them in the comments below. So I just invite Guardian Angel for Capricorns. Who is Capricorn's Guardian Angel here this month? Oh, I just lost one of my crystals down behind the desk. I'll have to get that out. Angel of Happiness. Beautiful. Number 15. So you're being watched over by the Angel of Happiness this month. So if you need any guidance or want to be shown a sign, ask the Angel of Happiness to guide you and show you the signs. Number 15 is a significant number for you, which adds up to a 6. So 6 is also a significant number for Capricorn this month. 15 and 6. Now I will shuffle the Angel Oracle. Oh! Ask for the message for you for Capricorn. I usually get you to actually focus on a question, but the angels popped them out a little bit quick before I got to say that. So nonetheless, you've got 2 cards here, and the first one is remain positive, and the second one is don't stop. So that's your message from the Angel Oracle for... So welcome to part 2 for those of you that have stayed for part 2. And I have here the transformational planets, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto, in their houses that they are transiting through for Capricorn. Okay, so these are the areas of your life that are going through the transformation and change and alterations. Now Saturn is the father of time, and he is here in the area of your wealth and finances and your area of your own self-worth, your constructive talents. And Saturn is in retrograde in Aquarius until the 11th of October. So through July and right through until October, there's an internalizing and an incubation period taking place. And whenever I see the incubation period showing up, I do tend to worry a little bit about this coronavirus, the COVID virus, because it does indicate that it's incubating somewhere. So everyone just be continually vigilant and keep your hygiene up and, you know, all that sort of stuff, because there is some sort of incubation taking place here. And it is to do with with also Saturn in retrograde is to do with that feeling of being stuck or immobilized and something coming to an end so that there can be room made for a new beginning. So the lesson that we learn from Saturn, because Saturn teaches us, we learn through the hard work that we've got to put in with the Saturn energy. It is teaching us to wait things out. So there is still a period of waiting here to do with your finances and your financial independence. Okay? Then we have Uranus, the planet of liberation and freedom and change and the unexpected. It is, as I said, one of the transformational planets, and Uranus rules science and technology, and it is in this area of children, matters of the heart, and where you find your joy. So there's surprises and twists and turns taking place with those things. There's something unconventional as well when Uranus is involved in any of the houses. So there's some sort of unconventional kind of sport or pleasures that you may be involved in that are a little bit out of the norm. But there's also surprises. So with it being in the 5th house of good fortune, the surprises can come that bring about some good fortune. Then Neptune is here in the area of communication and siblings, and you've also got the card of wishes being fulfilled there, and getting what you've been wishing for. So you're manifesting quite well here, Capricorns. Now Neptune has gone retrograde last month, 26th of June, and it will stay retrograde, which is moving backwards, until the 1st of December. So this can be a time where you get confused information or messages, the communication gets misunderstood. So be careful of that and try and make sure that you communicate as clearly as you possibly can. And if you're not understanding what someone else is trying to communicate, ask them what did they mean by that. Okay? So the other thing with Neptune in Pisces is that it is a channel for other realities to come through. So you actually may be finding that your mystical side of yourself is really being heightened here, because Neptune in Pisces does rule the mystic. Okay, but there's great forgiveness and compassion also here with this Neptune in Pisces. And then you have Pluto. Now Pluto is like a labyrinth. There's so many different twists and turns and directions that it can take, and that you can use the Pluto energy to really propel you in a direction that you want to go. So visualize a labyrinth, and that is Pluto speaking to you. So Pluto is in retrograde in Capricorn. So you've had Capricorn a lot of labyrinths to work through for quite some time now, because Pluto has been in Capricorn for quite a while and doesn't move out of Capricorn until 2023 thereabouts. But it's in retrograde in Capricorn at the moment, so that is a retrograde until the 7th of October. So one of the messages that Pluto carries is that there is no rehearsal. Okay, you've just got to gather up your courage, use all your strength, and develop new skills and forge a new way, because Pluto can really test your realities, and make you have a reality check and test your faith. And it also is about fateful incidences or encounters. Okay, so you may actually run into somebody or bump into a friend that is a fateful kind of encounter. And it also is about letting go of cherished ideas, goals, and not coming from a place where you're trying to make something or someone submit to you, make them, you know, be beneath you, because that Pluto energy is very powerful and likes to hold the power. So try and rein that back a bit and not be too forceful towards making others submit, okay, when you've got Pluto in your first house, because that's the area that is governing your persona, your personality, your physical characteristics, your behavior, your actions, as well as your appearance. So you could be going through, also with Pluto transiting through your first house, you could be going through some really major personal upgrades in, you know, like, so if you've been overweight, you may really be able to use this Pluto energy to really work on getting yourself back to a more healthier weight. If you may be too skinny, or you haven't been putting on enough weight, well, Pluto can help you do that as well, because it can literally transform your physical appearance. Okay, so there's a bit of a transformation going on in that area for you Capricorns as well. Now, the new moon we have here in Cancer on the 10th of July. So that's a good time to set your intentions, and it's over here in the area of your work, business partnerships, marriages, groups, dealing with the public. And the new moon in Cancer is a time of new beginnings, and the new moon phase lasts for about 2 to 3 days. So the 10th to 12th, the moon will be still in the new moon phase. So in Cancer, it is heightening your intuition, symbolizing your subconscious mind through your psyche, your feelings, your emotions and instincts, and the desire to nurture others as well as nurturing yourself. New moon in Cancer. Then the sun is here in the 7th house as well. The sun is in Cancer, and the sun will be moving into Leo on the 23rd of July. So the yang energy will be strong when the sun has moved into Leo, because it's in its own sign. It likes that Leo energy. You could also be dealing with a person of authority at that time, as the sun rules father figures and male role models in your life. Also governs your integrity, and it is joined here in Leo with Venus and Mars. Venus and Mars are pretty much travelling close together. So the male-female energy is on high here through July. So it is a nice time through July where you could possibly find or be more interested in finding a partner, for those of you that are single. For those of you that are coupled, this energy is really nice for sort of like reigniting old passions, or going out on that date night together to, you know, just reconnect. Venus and Mars are all right tonight, so I do feel that it is heightening your sex life as well, because it's here in your 8th house area, which does govern your sex life. So I'm liking this Venus and Mars energy traveling together. Okay, now Venus moves into Virgo on the 22nd of July, and Mars moves into Virgo on the 29th of July. So again, they're still together, but they're in the sign of perfection. Virgo likes things to be perfect, so this could cause a little bit of upset, because maybe you may be finding that your partner is being critical of you, or you're finding their faults and sort of picking at their faults, because that Virgo energy is a bit of a perfectionist. So try to not expect too much perfection out of each other. And then there may be those of you that are looking for a relationship that actually feel here in that later part of July that you have found the perfect one, you know, because the perfection energy is quite strong here. Now Mercury is traveling through the 6th house, so this is where you are getting some of your most important messages. Mercury is the messenger of the gods, so you could be getting a message to do with your work, or you could be getting a message to do with your health and well-being. This also is the area that governs your pets or animals as well. So Mercury and Gemini traveling through this 6th house until it moves into the 7th house, where there's messages to do with legal contracts and business associations, as well as to do with marriage partnerships. But at the moment, Mercury is still in the 6th house. So and with your animals, it may be small animals too, because Mercury does sort of pertain to things that are small, and in your health area of your life, your well-being area, there may be small things there that you've got to look at, but better to look at it while it's small than to wait until it turns into something big. That's what they're saying to me. That's what's coming through. And then you've got Jupiter here. Now Jupiter is in your 3rd house in Pisces as well. Pardon me. The Pisces frequency is with us until the 29th of July, or 28th, 29th of July, when it turns retrograde and starts moving back into Aquarius. Now, while the Pisces frequency is still with us, this is a time where you might find, between now and the 29th of July, that you no longer wanted to continue on the same path, and you've changed your mind and you're taking another avenue. Okay, so you're taking another direction and heading off in another direction. Now, when it moves back into retrograde back into Aquarius, it takes us back into that area of communication and inventive, sort of creative ideas being shared and communicated for you Capricorns. So that's nice. As well as being around from the 22nd to around about the 27th, this is a good time to do some detoxing. And just remember, because with Jupiter in retrograde, everything in moderation, okay? Now this could also be a little bit stagnant, because Jupiter in retrograde can have a stagnation kind of effect. So you may have to sort of feel your way with it, but if you're pushing something forward, don't worry too much if it's not taking off as quickly as what you'd like. Just keep working away at it and keep fine-tuning things, because from the 18th of October onwards is when it will actually start moving forward, because that Jupiter energy does want to propel forward, and it's a very supportive energy, okay, and it's a very social planet. So just keep working away, coming up with those inventive ideas, and if you can't make it move forward before October, from October the 18th onwards is a really good time to launch something, if that's what you're looking to do. So I'll just focus here for you, Capricorn, for your animal medicine card, clarifying card for the whole reading. Aha! There we are. Thank you. And you have two. So you have the Queen of Winter. And the key words are experienced, self-sufficient, brilliant, funny. And so you are, Capricorn. And it's leopard medicine. So all your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. That could be the Tower energy connected there, I do feel. Your second card is the Five of Spring, and you have Ram message. Occasionally you may experience clashes with others. If you decide the matter is worth your energy, then do what you can to minimise the conflict without sacrificing your goals or beliefs. Beautiful. So thank you so much for joining me for this reading this month, Capricorns. Always lovely to be reading for you. For those that are new, please do click on that subscribe button down there, as that way you won't miss out on any future updates, and do click like and share with all your friends. Until next month, sending you loving light and many blessings. Namaste.